and gentlemen, welcome back to the ASMR special
ASMR
of S.N.B.
in the morning.
Yes.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Yes, I believe this will be our 5th installment.
The 5th.
So,
As far as I'm concerned, that statement is correct.
Nick Ford,
Here.
if you can stop interrupting me for a second, Gerard, just give me these first couple minutes to myself, okay? Okay?
Yes.
Nick Ford, sad to hear it, but this will be our first episode without him. I think my decibels might be too high. So, as a consequence of that, the tech guy also is not here. So,
That's rather unfortunate.
I had to fill in for the tech guy. So if it sounds a little robotic, my fucking bad. Go watch another podcast. I'm not perfect, okay? Okay, I'm sorry I can't be fucking perfect. I'm sorry I can't be Mr. Tech Guy. I just can't do it, okay? I'm Mr. Channel Art.
Jackass, the world is not perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
I do fucking channel art. I don't do decibels. I don't do fucking audio. So if it sounds bad, just go click somewhere else, man. I don't need your fucking time. I don't need your fucking money. I don't need anything, okay? I don't need your fucking clout, your validation.
We don't want your clout.
So, here with us today, since Nick Ford isn't here, Blanco's never here, Andy didn't respond, I'm here with my friend Gin and Twin. And special guest host, the man himself, Gerard Vasquez.
Yes! Yes!
Thank you.
So,
For having me here today.
Gerard, man, it has been, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude, this is like the first time we've actually talked to each other in like 2 years. Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, like a decent conversation. That's
Like really talk to each
The
other.
last time I talked to you, like 2 days ago.
A lot can happen in 2 years, man. You could be a completely different person.
And I am.
Tell me, what has changed, man?
What has changed? Well, last time we talked, your man's didn't even have his first kiss. Huh? Your man got a kiss on the cheek.
Let's applause for Jiraiya. Kiss on the cheek.
Bro, you guys remember back then, dude? Like, we used to be the squad, dude. Like, the lunch squad.
I know.
We'd get food in the cafeteria, and we'd
If
walk
you
over.
if you didn't hang out with us, you were queer. That's just how it worked.
Well, everybody except for us three was a queer back then.
Basically.
Yes,
We'd go get lunch in the cafeteria, and we'd go to the gym to watch people play basketball.
Yep, all those people were queer.
Well, as girls, so you're driving. You get left on red.
Let's try to avoid inside jokes.
Our viewers wouldn't.
The ladies and gentlemen at home wouldn't understand it.
Why don't
Yes.
you elaborate?
Alright.
Wait, Jared, are you actually gonna say it?
Alright, I got this. So, there's a story for, let's just call her well, trying to slide whom I was trying to slide at the time.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't think I got her name.
That's the tech guy to bleep that out. We can't give out names.
I don't think I got her name. What was it?
With a
Is that a real name, or is that her? Is this a?
That's a fake name.
Okay.
That's her alibi.
Okay.
No, she would never know. She could never guess. But
Yes.
What if she watches the podcast?
she wouldn't know.
Well, I'll just bleep it out, okay?
Yes.
But no, that's not my job. That's Nick's. That's the tech guy's job. He'll bleep it out
Yes.
if he chooses to.
But so I thought I had a chance because I thought since she was Native American, I obviously have to. I said, well, if she's Native American, I've been here quite some time. So I thought I had a pretty dark star and tans. Like, I know about the American culture. So she posted a story in a snap of her with one arm driving with her 1-inch arm. And I was like, so I peeped that she was driving, so I just wanted to be sure. So I asked her, "Madam, are you driving?" And
That's the story.
Yes, and I don't understand what was the rude response, because I was just asking a simple question.
Bro, because you were trying to slide and she wasn't about it. That's why she gave you a rude response.
No, well, not everyone slides with "so you're driving." I don't.
You did.
Well, they're like, "Hey, sorry, like I thought I was unique." So I don't.
So you're driving.
Yo, what is? Do you have a thing for Native Americans? What the f*** does that have to do with anything, dude? Most people that are Native American are like 0.1%.
Exactly.
So
no,
what?
Well, hold up. She's like.
She's more Native American. Yes. She's more Native American than most people.
Whoa, you completely cut out. So repeat that.
What? Oh, well, she's 0.2% Native American.
Are you serious right now?
You gotta understand why the challenge was so great. What?
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
You know that number?
I don't know the number. But
Bro, you guys know those rumors about like Native American people getting like casino money? Was I the only one who ever heard of that?
I think I've heard something about that.
I actually thought it was true, but just let me say it right now, it is not true. Okay, Native Americans do not get casino money.
Casino money.
I legitimately thought that it was true, and I thought they were like. I used to compare them like Jews. I used to say they're the Jews of the United States, and I had like this hatred for Native Americans. I thought they just had handed to them. I was so misinformed, dude.
Native Americans are just a bunch of jackasses taking our casino money.
You know how Jews, like, if you're Jewish in Germany, like, you get like a bunch of benefits. You get like free healthcare and shit. People feel sympathy for you, like all this stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Or maybe this isn't true either.
If I want to be Jewish, go to Germany.
Maybe this isn't true either, but
What?
I don't know.
Yes. That makes no sense.
What doesn't make sense?
No, but I think it would make sense for them to have benefits though, because they're Native Americans. They're native here, so
yes,
they're like the
they deserve.
Okay, I disagree with you.
They're like those people in video games you have to respect for because they've been there since day one. They're like those people who like pre-ordered America.
Okay, I disagree with you, Jurassic. So I want to challenge you on that a little bit. Okay, the people that are alive today had nothing to do with what happened back then. This is the same reason why we shouldn't hold white people accountable for what happened back then.
I think
Okay, so the Native Americans or black people today should not prosper off of their ancestors' suffering. That makes no sense at all.
Exactly.
Except, wait, what are you trying to say then?
I'm trying to say that since they're descendants, they should still get the benefit.
No, I'm saying they should not.
You're completely contradicted one. Okay.
What? I'm obviously misunderstanding this.
I'm saying their ancestors suffered, right? So they can't just walk around and be like, oh yes, since my dad was forced to walk, or no, not my dad, like my grandfather's father was forced to walk on the Trail of Tears, I should be compensated for that. It's like, bitch, you had nothing to do with that, dude, and neither did I, neither did anybody else alive.
Well, maybe he was born because of those tears. Maybe without those tears.
So are you like an advocate for like affirmative action? Are you one of those types of people?
Sean.
Yes.
I don't think many of our viewers understand what affirmative action is.
Are you calling our viewers? Wait, are you serious right now?
Sean, I don't know what affirmative action
is. Wait. Okay, just because you're low IQ doesn't mean everybody. Okay.
I think I'm part of the average population that maybe
affirmative action is like trying to include minorities into like. Let's say you run a business, right? And you have like a certain quota, like you have to have like a certain amount of black, a certain amount of Hispanics, a certain amount of white people. That's affirmative action.
Wow.
So like there are people saying that like for Congress and shit, like there should be like those feminists are like there should be 50% females and they should like force it like that is affirmative action. That's a form of affirmative action.
So affirmative action is bad.
I think it's bad, yeah.
So Sean, that's like saying I would rather 50% of the people be tea drinkers than 50% of the people being coffee drinkers, caffeine drinkers.
Yes, that's exactly how it is. It's basically forcing
and that's obviously wrong because coffee is the only way to go.
Well, I thought you don't drink coffee.
Yeah, John, what the heck?
I will not answer that. I will just leave that as a blank statement.
Dude, I thought you were trying to lead that into a pretentious
No,
joke.
wait, here's the thing. Sean.
Yes.
I'm a very... Like, I support, you caffeine drinkers.
Oh.
And I'm all for it. I'm not a caffeine drinker myself.
I understand, man. You're like an atheist.
Yeah, I'm
You
like
just
an
can't.
atheist.
You can't choose
No,
something, bro.
I'm more as an agnostic than anything.
You're just an atheist, man. Dude, you guys just can't make up your goddamn minds, dude. Just pick something and stick to it. You have to be the fucking outcast, dude. Nobody's gonna give you clout for it.
I like coffee, guys.
Gerard, what's your religion?
What's my coffee?
You're a good man. You see? What about your political party? What is it?
What's my political party?
What?
Republic.
Republic?
Or...
I don't know. Wait. There's Democratic and then there's Republican.
That is not true. There's the Libertarian Party, which I identify as.
So what? Are you like in between? You're
Yeah.
lukewarm.
It means I support liberty, dude. I support the people. Is what that means.
Liberty.
Yes.
That's your liberty.
It means I want to.
We've
It
already
means-
been liberated. So what are you supporting?
No, we have not been liberated. It means I want to overthrow the tyrannical government that we have.
What? Oh.
Wait, Sean, that's a very valid point that you bring up.
Wait, hold on. What's the penalty for treason? Is it death?
For treason, I'm pretty sure it's death.
Going against your government, right? It's death, right?
What is treason, though?
Going against your government.
I want to overthrow the government right now. Hold on, let me see.
Let's say China is like, hey, we want you to infiltrate the Pentagon. And you're like, okay, cool. And you go infiltrate the Pentagon. And then next thing you know, you get caught because obviously you can't infiltrate the Pentagon with a 15 IQ. And next thing you know, you're on trial for trying to infiltrate the Pentagon. And, that's treason. Sean, was that a good example of treason?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Or take this for instance. Let's say Russia is like, hey, Jiraiya, I want you to spy on the president. And you go and watch him while he's bathing on the roof. That is treason.
That is really thing. So, can treason be done on a government-owned building? So, let's say you're at school, which is a government-owned building, and the principal, who is being controlled by the government, says, "Don't walk on my grass," and you proceed to walk on the grass anyway. That's treason.
In a way, it is treason.
Or going out of dress code.
Deliberately defying those type of laws that constitutes as treason in my book.
Yeah. So
And anyone who walks on grass or is out of dress code should be put to death.
it's filthy.
They're all just mindless pieces of meat walking around, not respecting government at all.
Yes.
But here's the thing. I don't respect the government.
Oh.
Right, listen to this, right? This is Ben Franklin right here, okay? It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. Okay?
So we're supposed to commit treason.
Here's another one. War is when the government tells you who the bad guy is. Revolution is when you decide for yourself. Ben Franklin, man. This man's a genius.
So you're telling me, Sean, that we need to overthrow the government. Is that what
I'm saying that the government has already become tyrannical. Look at this. If you go against your government, quote unquote, they put you to death for doing the job of the civilian, which is to keep the government in check.
It's in the Constitution. It's written there.
You know what's crazy, dude? Think about this, dude. Alright? This is about to be 200 IQ, okay? Let's say you're in the safety of your own house, not harming a soul, right? And you light a plant on fire, okay? And you inhale the fumes of it, okay?
Would that be
Okay? Don't. And what happens, John? Oh yes. If you guessed Uncle Sam knocks on your door, beats you senseless, and locks you in a cage, you're goddamn right, dude. If that isn't tyrannical,
you read my mind.
If that's not tyrannical, man, then I don't know what is.
Sean.
Yes.
Something needs to be done about this.
Yeah, I'll tell you what has to happen, dude. We are going to overthrow the government. There's a reason why we have the Second Amendment. So when shit like this happens, We overthrow it, dude.
We overthrow.
Are we committing treason right now just by talking about overthrowing the government?
Yeah.
Dude, do you think they're listening to us right now?
They definitely are, dude. Because, the Patriot Act, which is unconstitutional.
Key words that you say, and then if they assassinate, and if they hear president, then they will tap into your conversation.
Oh yes.
So I think they're listening to our podcast right now, which means we're getting viewers.
Which is unconstitutional. Yes. We have a right to privacy. Oh, here's the thing, dude.
Well, Alexa does not follow those rules.
Dude, I actually have Alexa in my house.
I wish Nick. You guys know Nick got me into libertarianism, right?
Is that so?
He did, okay? And then I got really, passionate about it, right? And he realized, man, I'm not really a libertarian. And then he left. Have you seen Logan Paul's, Flat Earth Society, documentary?
I have not heard of that.
Are you serious? I'm not even a Logan Paul fan. I've seen that. Well, at the end, this dude was, trying to convince Logan Paul to be a flat earther, right? So then Logan Paul actually turns into a flat earther, and the guy's like, dude, it was a joke. I can't believe you actually thought I was being serious. And Logan Paul goes crazy on the guy. That's basically what Nick did to me. That's basically what Nick did to me. So I'm pretty pissed, dude. No, you know what he is now?
What is he?
He's a conservative. Oh my god, how much more cliche? How much more cliche can you get than that? Oh my god, dude. You know what I think? I think conservatives are fucking pussies, dude. I'm calling them out, dude. You want the government to cram their big government dicks on your fucking throat. That's what you want them to do. I'm telling you. I'm not handling it.
Wait a minute, doesn't conservatives don't want to be controlled by the government?
That's what they fucking say, but it's not true, dude. They're on their knees. They're fucking begging for that big government to go down their throat. They're just fucking begging for the cum shot. I'm telling you. Give it to me.
They're blowing them as we speak.
Yes, arrest me for smoking weed. Let me choose who I can marry and who I can't. Just rub it all in my fucking face. That's what they fucking want, dude. Conservatives say they want small government. It's not true, dude. I'm telling you. They're pulling government over to the closet at the party, sucking them off. I'm telling you. Libertarians fucking mean it, dude. We're already lock and load. We're overthrowing this shit, dude. John,
overthrowing them.
The millions will kneel before us. We will summon the masses. I'm telling you. We'll rise to power, dude. We'll start
Decapitate them, crucify them. We take whatever means necessary.
Send a task force for the hiding ones and hunt them down.
Alright, boys, I'm gonna go get some water, so you two talk amongst yourselves for a second.
I'll be back.
Okay.
We could call it Order 67.
Order 67. Or 69.
Or 69. And
69. 369 order.
And 69 can lead it, yelling Treyway.
No, he can't say it anymore.
Oh yeah, you're
okay.
right.
Trojan. Target.
Why don't these guys the viewers? Why can't you say Treyway anymore?
You know, that's right. The fact that he can't say it, that's tyrannical.
You know what? I think that in itself is what is that called? What were we just talking about for 10 minutes? You know what I mean?
We were talking about the government controlling us?
No, I was talking about when you do walk grass, and then that's treason.
Treason.
Yes. So him mentioning Treyway is treason.
Yes, that's treason. That is Illuminati confirmed.
Oh,
it all connects.
Illuminati. It's treason to Illuminati.
Dry, we need to make this connection, alright?
Yes.
How does treason...
We need to discuss Illuminati.
Alright, yes. Oh, Sean. We're gonna have a nice discussion about Illuminati. Anyways, I don't think so. I swore I heard him, but he's not back. That was awkward. That's gonna be awkward for the viewers. We're gonna have the tech guy take that out.
Yeah. John wasn't there, viewers, so let's just keep going for this. But anyways, John, what do you think about the Illuminati?
Well, here's the thing.
Does it exist?
I can't talk about it because I'm technically part of it.
How did that happen?
I won't speak of it. All I'm going to say is subliminal messages. What the hell was that?
Government.
Alright, anyways, I was influenced by the subliminal messages of the movies in Disney. Have you ever noticed in every single Disney movie there is some kind of reference to the devil, the Illuminati, or some kind of like political?
I don't think the devil's been mentioned in any of the Marvel movies.
Yes, that's why Marvel movies are strictly for godly people. Yo, seriously, what the hell is that?
I think that's a bomb in Sean's room.
A bomb? In Sean's room?
Yes.
Sean, we need Sean to get back here right now and fix that. Defuse that bomb.
Boys, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Sean!
Bro.
Sean, there's a bomb in your room.
I just locked myself out of my room.
What?
What?
I forgot the password, I swear.
How do you forget your password? Wait, first of all, why do you... What? Just get the key and unlock the door.
Mom. Boys, I'm not even joking. I forgot the password. I can't let myself in.
Anyways, let's talk about another topic. How about love?
Hey, bro.
What?
Let's talk about love. What was your first love? Your first female significant other?
Oh.
Jonathan, Jonathan.
Yes,
I need
Sean.
to interrupt for a second.
What?
I need to interrupt for a second.
Go ahead.
How long would you be willing to keep this podcast going for?
Yeah, as long as necessary.
Because this shit's not
Yes.
going to end until it gets to my room. I literally cannot end it, so.
Okay. I can get your room.
Sean.
Yes.
Okay, this video is obviously going to take a lot of editing because, there will be some dry parts,
Yes.
where we just tried having a conversation about Angel and I literally, had a brain fart. I couldn't even remember where I got mad at him.
Bro, it's okay, man.
This is going to take a lot of editing, but with great time comes great responsibility.
Sure.
And I think this episode's going to be great.
It's going to be great, man. It's going to be great clickbait.
Sean gets locked out of his room in mid-podcast.
Mid-podcast.
Alright, you guys just keep going on about, female crushes, and I'll just keep
Podcast.
listening, okay?
What?
Just keep going about whatever it was you guys were talking about. You guys were talking about female crushes, and I'll keep attempting to get into my room.
Yes, significant others. Your first female. Jiraiya,
Yes.
I believe you should open with this topic. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes, alright. So, we're gonna talk about first loves here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Let's be specific here. Do you have to date this person to be your first love?
Not necessarily.
Okay. Alright. This is some classified information here.
Mm-hmm. Just let you know we can bleep it out if need be.
Yes, alright. So, this girl, whose name I will say is, was the girl that I loved, that I fell in love with freshman year. And you know what I'm talking about.
I believe so.
I scrolled down and found her Instagram, and I was like, dang, this girl is the girl of my dreams. And I didn't need to talk to her to fall in love with her, because I would see her every day. I walk into class, lunch. I'll be sitting with my boys at lunch, and I'll be like, yo, dang. And did I ever have the confidence to talk to her? No, I didn't. And I did not talk to her for the whole first year. Second, summer comes around. And summer comes around, and my coach was having a go-away party. And it just so happens that she was there, too. And I was like, hey. And she said hi back, and I was like, alright, cool. And I remember calling Johnny Anthony, and I was so hyped that I finally talked to her.
I declare my victory!
Yes, son! Yeah!
Oh Lord, bro, you need to change.
My enemies will bow down before me. As I claim my victory.
Sean,
You are successful.
I never got that water bottle.
yeah, Sean, you better write down the password.
I'll remember, dude. That took a lot of trial and error. But boys,
A lot of trial and error.
I claim my victory today. I wish I could have stayed out there, so it would have been like longest episode of S.N.B in the morning. It would have been like 5 hours. That would have been, man.
We were going off strong. It's okay.
All right, so was it good while it was gone? Was it, the beeping? Was it any funny?
Yes, we did have a.
I believe we had a couple of funny. Yeah.
So
But you know what, Sean? I'm telling you, it's going uphill from here because you're here now.
Well, okay, that was shit. I was about to break the door down, dude. Just imagine that, dude. Like when I did that live on the podcast, you just heard the door break open, dude. But yes, boys, I have electronic lock, so I guess now's a good time to talk about it. Here's what happened, okay? I got an electronic lock because we had a lot of family over, right? And the kids kept going into my room to mess up, right? So my mother felt bad for me. She's like, let me get you this electronic lock. The family moved out, so it was just my mom and my brother and I. And my brother found out the password, and so did my mom. She's like, what's the point of being behind this lock anymore? So it was so annoying. So my brother kept going into my room to, like, mess with me and shit. So I changed the password, but I never had to use it because I never, like, you know, when I do things in privacy, I do them in the bathroom, not in my bedroom, if you catch my drift. Okay, that took you guys a while. It's a joke. Any whore. I had to use the password, right? So up until now, because I didn't want my family sleeping, so I walked out the door and I closed it because I didn't want them to hear this podcast. And then when I came back and I realized, holy shit, I forgot the password. That's what happened.
So wait, why is it that you didn't need to use your podcast for? I mean, not your podcast. Your
My password
for like a month.
Because like I don't know. I just didn't need. I didn't have a reason to keep my brother out of the room. But that was the entire reason why I changed it.
So you like always left your door open when you were like out of your.
Yeah, I changed it. Like he'll never get into my room now. But then I was like, wait a second. I have no reason to keep him out.
But now I can't get into my own room now.
Yes. So I walked out. I walked out. I closed. You know what this reminds me of? Have you seen the episode of Drake and Josh where they're making that treehouse, and like they forget to make the door, and they're already inside the treehouse?
Oh yes, yeah, Drake and Josh.
Yeah, and they're like, why don't you just carve the door open? He's like, yeah, I just have to go grab the chainsaw. He's like, all right, go grab the chainsaw. He tries to open the door. That's kind of okay. Anyway, what were you guys talking about before I left?
We were talking about our first loves.
Oh yeah, just continue. Now I'm actually gonna go grab that water bottle, so I'll be back. I'll leave the door open this time.
Alright. John?
Yes.
Alright, so as I was continuing, so after this, party.
We'll get together, yeah.
To get together. I come to the dark realization that this girl has been dating a boy. Not just any boy, a boy I was acquainted with for quite some time. And they've been dating for a year.
That's rather unfortunate.
And I was like, damn. But I still loved her. Because I knew one day she will snap out of that heated ways and come to me. And that has not happened yet.
Well, one day.
It will. But anyway, continuing. Then sophomore year came. I don't think I talked to her at all sophomore year either.
Wait, can I ask who you're talking about, or is this
We're talking about a girl who's classified.
Okay.
And then junior came, and I was disappointed to find out that these two couples have been dating for years now. The same couple.
That's just outrageous.
And I found out the most outrageous thing, that they were having relations with each other. And I said, wow, how can my love do this to me?
Yes.
They're having
sexual intercourse with another man whom I was acquainted with.
Wait, I think
John, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, so but I forgive her. So I still say hi to her when I see her in class.
Yes.
Not in class, when I see her.
Joe, are you kidding me putting this on the air?
I don't even care. But you know that I'm coming for that booty.
Yes.
And when they separate, not even a day later, I will slide. And that's
Yes.
Joe, I've been telling this to everybody, bro. Like, I admire the fact that you give literally no. Like, I wish I had that.
Like what?
Like, dude, you just don't give a dude. I wish I had that. I feel like you just have that. Like, you don't care.
I don't.
Like, you get rejected by a girl, snap of the fingers, you're talking to somebody else. Like,
I beg to differ.
well, okay, wait. That's how you. Gerard, remember, I haven't talked to you in 2 years, but that's how you come across. I don't. Honestly, Gerard, I'm not that close with you anymore. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, but Sean, we won't become that close again.
So, beg to differ, Jonathan. Why? It was just exclusive information.
Gerard, with your consent, may I spill the beans about homecoming freshman year?
Yeah, alright. And stop. Okay, you can talk about it every time if you want.
Oh,
All 3 times.
He just gave me. Alright. Fresh. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, boys, Jiraiya has 3 big homecoming stories. And tonight I'm only going to tell one of them. This is freshman year.
I have every homecoming last.
Wait, why only one of them? Would it take too long? Or out of decency?
Well, no. Alright, here's the thing. So, we're going to have two more times. I would hope Jiraiya is on this podcast. 2 more times.
Alright.
And, maybe we can just have this in every podcast thing, just explain Jiraiya's homecoming stories.
Yes, homecoming stories with Jiraiya.
Yes.
There will only be 3.
Yes.
Well, it could be a 3-part, video. And then they have to go to every podcast to find it.
What about your senior year homecoming?
Well, that's a part 4 that you have to...
That's really soon, dude. Time flies, bro. That's really soon. Trust me.
Time flies.
Currently, I have no female to go to with. But I'm sure the female I do go with will...
She'll be a very lucky female.
She will appear someday.
Someday in probably the summer. Because is in the summer.
Alright, John, just tell the story.
Alright. So...
Are we talking about the first one?
Freshman year. Joy, why don't you give us a little background?
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know about this, so this is really exclusive.
Right. Yeah, no one knows about this one. The funny thing is, I didn't even go to homecoming that year because heart wrench that I just at the time, what I thought was the worst heart wrench. So there was this girl who we'll call Wakanda Girl.
Wakanda Girl,
yeah. So I was going over to my friend's house, Joseph, who we've been friends with for 6 years, just like I've been with Johnny. I go over to his house, and he tells me, Wakanda Girl's there. And I was like, the hell? I haven't talked to Wakanda Girl in 3 years. and it turned out that she was sleeping over, too. I was like, I never slept with a Wakanda Girl before. This is kind of crazy. Never slept over with a girl in general. I was like, dang. And we slept over, and that was the start of something beautiful. We ended up talking every day, and I became super into this girl. I literally would listen to her, what her favorite music at the time was Sabrina Carpenter, and I would listen to this music, and my mom would be like, why are you listening to this? I'll be like, because I feel more connected with her. That's exactly what I said, word by word.
It makes sense.
We went to an amusement park together for every day for the whole summer. And, we'll be waiting for those rides, it'll get a little crowded. I was like, my leg would touch her leg, and I'll be like, damn, we're about to get it on. But we didn't. We got on the ride. That's what happened. And I was like, damn. And so the school year comes. I find out I'm going to the same school as her. I was hyped. I told her. She was hyped. And I was pretty clueless, but I'll explain after the homecoming situation. But yeah, that's some background history. We hanged out every day till homecoming destination.
Alright. Homecoming time comes around, This man Joy's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna ask Wakanda Girl. You know, I've known her this, entire summer. I'd say we're pretty close. It's time. It's time I do the deed. And I was very supportive of this decision here. Okay, I was like, you just need to go up there, speak your mind, tell her you're gonna pick her up or whatever, even though you didn't have a car at the time. It's gonna be the perfect homecoming night. Just the ideal, basic homecoming night with this Wakanda Girl, right? Are you following me, Sean?
I'm listening.
Okay, so here's what happens. This is where it gets it gets rough. He asks her, "Do you want to go to homecoming with me?"
Yeah.
I wasn't there, by the way. I was in pause, so I wasn't there to support her. So he asks her, "Do you want to come to homecoming with me?" He had already had this hunch that she liked him back, and guess what her answer was?
What was it?
No, wait. Don't even say it. Let me finish. Okay, let me do this. All right. So since Don wasn't there, let me do this. All right. So I remember coming there. I was scared as hell. Like I came to school. I was gonna do it in the morning. I ended up saying I was gonna do it at the end of the morning. I came to school at 6:00 in the morning to prepare for it. I texted her, "Can you come?"
Doesn't school start at 7?
Yes, I showed up to school at 6 in the morning.
What? Oh, okay.
There was no one at school. I was scared out of my mind.
So,
I was like, "Hey, can you come to the flagpole at 6:40?" And she was like,
oh,
"Yeah, okay." And then okay, can someone bleep out the name?
yes. We'll have. Wait, did you say your name? Because I didn't hear it. I didn't even hear it, bro. I didn't even hear it. Well, Nick will bleep it out, but I didn't hear it.
Oh my gosh.
Did you say your name?
Yeah, I said her name.
I sure did.
I didn't hear it, but Nick will take it out. Don't worry about it.
She was sitting with my other friend. I can't even say her name either. So Nicole, and she's, I'm seeing my friend Nicole. Like I can't go to the flagpole. Just come and tell me at the cafeteria. And I was like, no, I'm not. And then so I didn't. I was like, you know what? I'll take. It's like okay. I come in lunch. I sit down. I sit next to her, and she's talking to all her friends, and I'm just waiting for her friends to leave, and her more friends came, and I was like, I remember I texted John. I was like, John, I don't know if I should do this, or all her friends are getting. John was like, just do it. And I remember my boy Trevor started walking with me, and he was like, you got to do it, man. And I did it. I was like,
wait, I think I remember Trevor. Was he in our weightlifting class?
Yeah, he was in our weightlifting
class. Bro, I know.
She had like 7 friends with her, all surrounding her. I walk and break the circle, go inside the circle into the danger zone, and tell her. Okay.
Leave it out, tech guy.
Oh, I heard it that time. But
I said, Wakanda Girl. So like, do you want to go to homecoming with me? That's why I was like, are you going to homecoming? Like, you want to go with me because I want to go with you? And she was like, no, I'm not going. I have church. I was like,
bullshit. That's what would have been going through my head.
Yes, and me and her. I thought we had something going on since like June. So no, not even like June, like late May. So May, June, July, August, September, and homecoming was in September for 5 months. Just to say I have church. I thought I was being rejected. So you know what I did? I went home and I laid in the bed, face down, told John I was depressed. Told him my life was meaningless. And listen to Sabrina Carpenter.
John, I'm telling you, his life was meaningless because he laid there for about 3 days. He starved himself. He didn't.
Wait, no, okay, wait. That was worse for the second of homecoming, but.
Oh, dear God.
But yeah, I remember. My dad came up to me and was like, is everything okay? Nothing's okay, Dad. Nothing will ever be okay.
Can I ask you this?
Yes.
Why bother bleeping the names out? Like, St. Cloud's a small high school. I'm sure people are going to know who you're talking about.
They're not going to know what I'm talking about because no one knows about my first homecoming.
Alright, we'll be bleeped out anyway.
Everyone knows my second homecoming.
Everybody knows about that?
Everyone everyone knows me knows what happened.
Damn, I know you and I don't know what happened. Or
You don't know what happened in the second homecoming? Well, we'll find
Do
out
I?
next time.
Damn, you're gonna leave me off on a cliffhanger, and I'm the host of the show. I can't even believe that.
It's up to John. John said he didn't want to put part 2 yet.
Well, Jiraiya, I'm very surprised, man. I didn't know you were that type to actually care. But,
Yeah, I do care.
I think Jonathan should be like the sports analyst, and you should be like the guy who gives the shitty relationship advice.
Yes.
Hey,
That
Jiraiya,
would be real.
let me tell you this. Me and my girl, she wants to play with piss. What do you think about that?
What?
She told me she's into piss play. What do you think about that, Jiraiya? I want your intake on that. Piss play.
So you're asking me if a girl told
I want you to tell me what you think about piss play.
That's golden shower, right?
Yes.
Oh.
These words been going around that
I personally don't believe it.
you may or may not have stepped into those zones.
I may or may not have stepped into a zone before, but
Oh my god.
I've had that. I haven't done
Wait.
like that
I was joking. Are you serious?
But I've had those conversations.
Bro, okay, don't say that bro. Dude, you have no look, there's some you don't say on the air, bro. Okay.
So let's just say that a girl asked me one time. Let's just say a girl asked me one time if I was willing to have a golden shower.
Jeez.
And I told her no. That I'm not into that.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say I was joking, okay, but Jiraiya is not.
I'm not. And her reply was that she enjoyed urinating and she wanted to share that experience with moi.
Dude, what would you not say? Like, where's your boundaries? Like I will not say this.
This is like freshman year.
When you where are your what would you not say on the air? Like think of it as a scenario that hasn't actually happened, and be like, I would not say that.
If I got raped, I wouldn't probably talk about it.
You wouldn't mention it.
I probably would be like
girls asking you to piss on them and saying real people's names.
I didn't say any names, but it was a long time ago.
I don't know. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna have to wait for the next homecomings on the next couple episodes. Is that right?
I mean,
you know what?
We're gonna talk about now.
I say we talk about it now. Forget the suspense.
Here's the thing, man. Look, I'm a moral person. Okay. I don't want to take the piss out of Jiraiya this entire time. I don't want to put on YouTube that he's gonna regret in the future. You feel me, Jiraiya?
Yes. Well, if I end up regretting, we could just leave it out.
I mean, is there anything that we've said that you have no doubt in your mind that you won't regret putting on the internet?
Probably just the golden shower last. But I'll probably forget about that, honestly.
Alright, man. The last thing I want to do is just take advantage of your secrets. So.
You live and you learn. You live and you learn.
Alright, John, just tell the story. Or one of you two.
Yes. Oh, what? Oh, second homecoming? Dang, that is a long story.
That one was a banger.
Quite.
Is it funny?
Okay, so,
is it funny?
I mean, it's funny. It's interesting. So, homecoming 2. I haven't been to homecoming yet. I was going for sure this year. I didn't care if I went alone or with someone. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be a boy for September. And I did the unforgivable. I slid at 3 girls at the same time.
Bro, there's no way.
I did. I was DMing 3 girls at the exact same time.
Bro, there's no way.
It was like basically the first one that bites, I'm going homecoming with, and that's it. But me and my convictions fell in love, obviously, with the first girl that answered. was Bill. Bill.
Bill.
Bill.
Bill was pretty chill.
Oh, I see
Bill,
what you did there.
I slid at her when she put it to be honest, and I said, to be honest, you're chill and cute. She was like, oh, I think you're cute too. And I was like, boner.
The tension is there. Boner.
Boner.
Okay. So, like, I slid at her, we talked, and, you know, I was like, I ended up catching really hard feelings before we were even, before we even, were talking. Like, we were just talking as friends, and I remember, like, Hurricane Irma came. And I remember, like, I remember begging my mom to go to the same shelter as her.
Wait, Hurricane Irma?
I was begging my mom to go to the same shelter.
Oh yeah, this is my junior year. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she was
Timeline's
like in
making
church.
sense.
She was like taking shelter at the church, and I was like, "Can I please go?"
I went to Disney, bro. I'm not even joking.
And my mom was like, "No, like you're not going. You're gonna stay home." And I was so mad. And I remember telling her, like, "Please, be safe. Like, don't want anything to happen to you."
Or pretending you
Like,
care
I
about
want
her.
anything to happen to you too. And I was like, yeah, I really did not want anything to happen to her. So that's my wife. And then like.
That's my wife.
I remember I went to homecoming. I finally asked her to homecoming, and it was stupid how I asked her homecoming. Like, you would think I asked her closer or something like that? No. I just texted her, like, yeah, I'm going to homecoming, and you're coming with me.
Hey, Sean, that is the true definition of asserting yourself.
You're coming with me?
Right. And she was like,
There's no asking. You tell her. You tell her. Girl, you're going with me whether you like it or not.
You will accompany me at homecoming. Okay, so then what happened?
Like, and then she was like, wait a minute, are you asking to homecoming? And I was like, no, you're going to homecoming with me. Like,
Wait, is this? Are you serious, bro?
I mean, I wasn't that mean about it, but that's generally what I said.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, okay, of course I'll go homecoming with you. And I was like, so then, like, you know, we started texting about homecoming, and I was, like, so hyped. And I remember listening to, like, First Kiss Monday and shit. Like, I was listening to a song about, like, first kisses, and I would kiss, and, like, not even how to make, like, how to, like, press lips. And I was like,
Bro.
So then, like, yeah, so, like, I was just, like, I was so scared. I was like, John, I'm gonna try to kiss her. You know. And I go to homecoming, right? I remember I sit down at the table. There's her in her gorgeous attire. And I see her, and the moment I see her, I give her a side hug.
A side hug?
Yeah, like one of those bro hugs, and I was like, wow.
Bro hugs.
I said, you look
Stunning.
great. Wait, did I say stunning?
I don't know, listen there.
I said, you look great. She was like, oh my gosh, you look so handsome. And I was like, thanks. Did not speak that for that
Boner!
Boner!
Boner! Right there.
Right there. So, okay. So we get there in homecoming. I remember I was sitting at the table, and I remember Miguel was like, yo, hold her hand, Dariah. Like, you gotta hold her hand. Cause we were just sitting there, like, her arms were, like, folded, and my hands are folded. And I, like, took my pinky out, and I put it on top of her pinky. I thought that was the slickest, like, shit I've ever done. And so she did it back. And I was like, yo. And I finally just held her hand, and I was so scared, like, John, like, I was so sweaty. My hands were so sweaty. Like, you have no idea.
Yes,
And, like,
I can imagine.
and then we danced. And by dancing, I mean, like, she would just move to side, and I'll be just jumping.
Sean, that is passionate dancing right there.
That's what it sounds like to me, sir.
Like we're like they're playing like a song that you don't jump to, and, you know, he's like going side to side, and I'm just here like, whoa, and then, you know, so then, you know, And then the darkness happened. And
The darkness.
they were playing Shawn Mendes, Stitches. And
Wait.
You ever heard that song, Sean?
I'm looking it up right now.
oh.
Just keep talking.
Alright, so then like, that song's playing and I'm like, at first all that's not a song you literally have your first kiss to, but like yeah, I had my first kiss to that song, but I was like, I was like dancing for her and I remember I saw and her new boyfriend. Oh my god! I saw my friend. And her
You said her name
making
again.
I saw my friend making out with her boyfriend.
Okay.
And, like,
Okay, and then what?
So then like they're making out, right? And like I was like, I remember I looked at her and I shrugged my shoulders. I was, why not?
Wait, you said why not out loud?
Like, I literally looked at her while everyone was making out, and I was like, why not? And she was like, okay. And then, like, I just like, leaped for it. I literally kissed her at this point.
I'll be needing exceptions.
So, yeah, and I kissed her. And then we, like, made out. So, yeah, things were going off good, Ragnarok happened, and...
So
done, Ragnarok.
how was that
Ragnarok. Oh jeez.
Wait, hold on. How was that a homecoming horror story?
Okay, because I'm not at the end of the horror story.
Okay. This is where things take a turn for the worse.
So, we went to see a movie called Thor Ragnarok. The notes are her saying that, like, I love you and you're, like, the love of my life. And I wrote her in a poem in the parking lot. And she was like, wow, and everything. And I spent, like, so much money on this girl, right? I gave her, like, a flower every month. Like, the first month I gave her 1 flower. Second month I gave her 2. And, like, I was trying to work up to, like, a year to give her, like, a bouquet. And, and then Christmas comes and, and I spend $300 in money just for, like, her.
Wait a second. You've been dating this girl for a year?
No.
So from homecoming to Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So 3 months. And then, yeah. And so, like, things were going good. And then all of a sudden, she started avoiding me. I was like, wait, like, why are you not wanting to hang out with me? Like, I haven't seen you in a month. And she was like, oh, like, whatever, I've been busy and stuff. And then one day she was in town, and I told her to come over because my parents said it was okay, and her parents said it was okay. But she decided to go to my friend's house who lived right next to me. So I was obviously tight because I haven't seen this girl in, like, 2 months. And I was like, oh, listen, like, if you can't, like, if you don't want to, like, see me, just tell me, and we can just end it right here. And she's like, okay, then we need to talk. And I was like, oh, and I was like, never mind. we don't have to talk. I told her, like, I changed my mind. We don't need to, we're fun. And then she was like, no. And I was like, yeah. And then I remember she told me, like, oh, like, I just see you tomorrow. Like, I promise you it's not bad. And I said, you promise? She was like, yeah. Text me in the morning. We're breaking up. And I was like, not bad. Okay. Anyways, I was like, you promise you're not breaking up? And she's like, yeah, we're not. And then she texted me, I'm breaking up with you. I was like, and I cried.
What a bitch.
It was New Year's Eve, and I cried so much. Like, you don't understand. And, like, I remember, like, freaking took me, like, a month to, like, finally end our streak with her. I didn't eat for 2 weeks. I ended up having to go to freaking a therapist.
The fuck?
I went to a therapist once a week.
Don't make fun of her for going to a therapist, but I mean, okay.
For like 2 months, I went to a therapist, and then I went to John's house for like 2 weeks in a row. Every day, I went to John's house in like the same hoodie, and without doing my hair.
This man did not. He gave absolutely no shits about his well-being, his personal hygiene.
I did not want to eat.
Came over, he smelled like ass, and you're lucky I took you into my house.
What? Why? Like, I would try to talk to John. Yeah. Let's play some, like, what did we play at the time?
Brad, let me take back what I said. You come across as if you don't give a f***. And that is something I admire. Okay.
You take that back?
I'm saying that he comes across as somebody who doesn't give a f***. He comes
I really
across.
don't, man. Honestly, Homecoming 2 was wild.
So-
we don't know what's going to happen in Homecoming 4.
You're right. What did you guys talk about when I was locked out of the room? I'm just curious.
We talk about the Illuminati, you being locked out, and some experiences that we had as children.
Well, I feel like if it wasn't freaking 1 a.m., this podcast could have been a lot more hyped. But, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for Drive Vasquez Part 2. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, we will see you next week in the morning.